Right, hello! This blog is basically going to be 1980. Yes, you might be wondering, what does 1980 have with any significance? Well, I can tell you that it was the year I was born. I'm livingly quite excited that sometime back in 1980 on the TV, particularly with music and that, and I'm thinking to myself, what a great, fabulous year. Although it was also the year of the sad death of John Lennon. That was a bit of a thing that I never managed to get my head around. I wasn't actually born when he passed away, but that's a bit of a thing, you know, a bit of a, you know how it is. But it would be nice to find out about, you know, various things like that, you know, and I should have really done some research before, as I could have talked about programs and things that was actually out in 1980, or particularly the program that started in 1980, because when I look at the years, I always say that there should be, and there's always, when I watch programs, I like watching those programs like the I Love series, and they do like a program for about an hour and a half or something, and it talks about a certain year. And my favourite is when they do that, because, but the only thing I do find is that it's quite hard sometimes when they're doing it, because you kind of think, well, what bands can represent a certain year? What would be a year to represent with music? Because if you've got an artist or a band who's had quite a bit of success in more than 1 year, you kind of go, how would you put that into perspective? If somebody was to turn around and say, I want to do a series and I want to have, say, the 70s and the 80s years and things like that, what year would someone like Status Quo go into it? Because you'd be thinking, well, actually they've had hits in all these different years, and you know. But sometimes they put them into the close they get. But it's easy for sport and films and TV and so on to get in there. And I think that the best way of doing it would be to have, if it was a really big TV event, it should go in the appropriate year. But my favourite is basically the TV shows that come out. It's good to have the ones that finish, but the ones that start. So people get the idea of in 1980. And other things that may have come out in that time, you know, the toys of that year and things like that. And I think it is about TV programs. I think I look at it in the way that it's more or less to do, yes, the TV programs that actually come out rather than the ones that were riding high in that year. And you can look at all the new programs that were coming out in that year for it. So yeah, 1980 is a very good year. And people do sometimes ask what was the #1 record when you were being born. I sadly hate to say this, but it was Woman in Love by Barbra Streisand. But I can't fault it too much, because I do have to admit though, I suppose it's not as bad as you think, because Barbra Streisand is actually a good singer. I'm not a big fan, but I do admit she is a good singer. And she's been a showwoman. She's been in entertainment for years and years and years, and pretty much done very well for herself and that. But then, as people know, I'm very much into music, so, but I don't really want to talk too much about it, because I have specific blogs that I talk about when it comes to music. But yeah, 1980, what a year, and wouldn't have remembered too much about it because I was born in November, so generally I was born at the tail end of 1980, but I certainly I'm sure, you know, you can imagine what was out in that year. The Rubix Cube would have been the popular choice of toy, I'm sure. And we used to always remember the old way of, how can you complete or complete a Rubik's Cube? You'd cheat, wouldn't you? Instead of spending half your time using all your, doing all that, I think there's a way about doing it, but it's a cheat. It's taking all the stickers off and then putting them all on again. Oh well, anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. This is a short blog, I'm going to leave it there now. But think of another blog that I'm going to be doing. Another weird subject, possibly. Anyway, bye for now.